It's completely normal and very human within the twin flame connection to seek external validation, either in the form of a tarot reading, a psychic reading, or even through some kind of test or sign. Now, I want to start by saying I have nothing against twin flame tarot, twin flame psychics. I watch some of these videos that resonate with me myself, and I know that these tools are very useful to many people. But at the same time, I also want to emphasize that only you and your own intuition can fully speak the truth to you about your connection. And in fact, the only reason twin flame psychics or twin flame tarot have the potential to be accurate for you is because sometimes perhaps your own intuition has guided you to a particular psychic, to a particular channel, to a certain video in order to deliver a message from your higher self, from the divine forces of the universe to you through that person, through that video, through that reading. But at the root of all of this is your intuition, is your higher self. And really, these are all just mediums. We call psychics, we also refer to them as mediums. These are all agencies of communication between your higher self and the divine forces guiding your life, whatever you refer to those sources or forces as, and you. But you can also tap into this very directly, and that is what I want to show you how to do through this video. How to bypass all of the readings, all of the so-called tests, and be able to test the truth, the validity of your twin flame connection through a very simple process you can do immediately, instantly, with no materials, with no cost, simply by turning within and clearly hearing and interpreting your own intuition, which I always say, your intuition is the compass of your life. It is the truth of your life. There is no concrete, absolute truth. There is only the objective truth within each of us. We can each only know and fully understand our own truth. So with that being said, I do want to first introduce myself before we get into my thoughts on twin flame tests and the specific twin flame test you can start using to determine whether this is your true twin flame or not. But first, I know that many of you are probably new or relatively new to my channel. So my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. I also just wanted to share with you that in addition to creating these podcasts, I am also a subliminals creator. Now, I am so passionate about subliminals because I personally tried to use the law of attraction and energy work for years without seeing any real, tangible, very noticeable results until I started listening to subliminals. And after I started meditating with subliminals and visualizing while listening to them every single day, really after even just a few days of doing this, I started to feel this major energetic shift happening within me. And within just a few weeks of listening, this began to reflect in huge changes beginning to take place in my life. So I really got curious as to why subliminals were so effective for me, and I began learning about them. And in this process of learning, I actually started creating them myself. So this is how my website, Sound and Soulful, was born. On this website, I have created a library of over 100 subliminals designed to assist you in manifesting in all areas of your life. So as you can see on the screen, I have created subliminals for physical changes, appearance changes, to help you manifest specific material things like a dream job, a house, a dream career, even money or business success, as well as manifesting major shifts, energetic shifts within that reflect in a boost in confidence, overall happiness, creativity, intelligence, literally for any kind of change or shift you can imagine. I've probably created a subliminal for this exact thing. And for those of you who are twin flames, I have an entire section of subliminals dedicated specifically to twin flames. So attracting a twin flame relationship, clearing blockages within your relationship. And my most highly recommended and most popular subliminal for twin flames is my 7 chakra twin flame clearing subliminal. This is designed to clear energetic blockages, keeping you apart, either physically or on an emotional, mental level, from your twin flame in the physical world. This subliminal specifically will be linked in the pinned comment under this video, as well as in the description box. Now you can access this twin flame subliminal as well as any of the more than 100 subliminals in my library completely free for 7 days when you create a trial account on my website. Now let's get back into starting with my thoughts on twin flame tests in general. Because before I get into this specific test, I would recommend, I feel I need to lay a basis of understanding here on why this test works and why I don't believe any other test can be completely accurate. The first thing we need to establish is that the twin flame path is divinely protected. You and your twin flame, prior to incarnating here on earth, set the circumstances of your 3D situation, your meeting, how it would unfold. You intended on a soul level for each of these things in very specific detail prior to your incarnation. You also knew that during this process, it would be more than love and romance. You understood that in every aspect of the twin flame relationship, including initially meeting them, wondering if they're your twin flame, and trying to verify whether or not they are your twin flame, and that whole process, even in the confusion and the uncertainty and the doubt, you knew that that would cause you an immense amount of soul growth and ultimately your soul's evolution. The twin flame journey is directly intertwined with our spiritual awakening. They go hand in hand. It is inevitable that when you meet your twin flame, you will have a spiritual awakening triggered within you if you haven't already began to have one. The importance of this when it comes to a twin flame test is that oftentimes there is a great deal of soul growth in this connection, on this journey, that actually takes place within the doubt, within the uncertainty, during that period of time where we aren't sure whether this person is our twin flame, when we're just beginning to discover the label of twin flame and research it, and even in that obsessive feeling of desperately trying to figure out, is this person my twin flame or isn't this person my twin flame? That looking for signs in videos or posts, all of that may seem chaotic, may even seem negative to you at times, but the truth is, it is a divinely sacred part of this journey, a leg of this journey that is absolutely essential. And here's why. If you were to be told instantly upon meeting your twin flame physically, or even prior to meeting your twin flame, hey, this is your twin flame, this is their name, this is everything about them, now go meet them and build a relationship, live happily ever after. there's a very good reason that this doesn't happen to us, because remember, our souls are born with spiritual amnesia. If we were supposed to remember at birth everything about our twin flame, we would. We know what we are supposed to know when we are supposed to know it. And I know that answer is so frustrating, especially if you are someone who likes to put concrete fact to emotional experiences, who likes to be able to measure things, to chart things out. If you are a very logical person, it can be very difficult to accept that we are being divinely guided along this path, which means that information-wise, we will find the right videos with the right information at the right time. Or if it's not videos, however you get your information, maybe the right blog posts, the right books, whatever it may be, we meet information with the same kinds of divine higher intentions that we meet people. Or rather, I should say information meets us. We think that we're searching for information or that we're stumbling upon information. But the truth is, this information is being attracted to us divinely, energetically, at very specific moments, and especially when it comes to the twin flame journey. This is why, if you are someone who has not yet met your twin flame in the physical, and you go to a twin flame psychic or tarot reader, and you ask them, who is my twin flame? 9 times out of 10, you aren't supposed to know this answer yet. So you won't be given this answer. Your path is divinely protected, so these answers may be hidden from you. Now, I should say, if you do feel intuitively guided from the soul to have a certain kind of reading, a psychic reading, a tarot reading, remember, guided from intuition, not from the ego, not from the thinking mind, but from the soul. If you feel a pull to a certain reader, a certain person, and then you get the reading, and then you get confirmation, or you hear something you needed to hear, or you get the name of your twin flame, that's different. But I'm talking about when you're seeking from the ego. When you're seeking from the ego, you will never get the answers that your soul is looking for. And even if you do get answers, they will just continue to confuse you. They will confound your ego even more and probably frustrate you. Early on in my twin flame journey, I had the experience of wanting to test my twin flame connection. And I had just reconnected with my twin flame in the physical world. We had an experience of, well, it's a long story, maybe a story I'll tell in another video, but we had what I call the twin flame glimpse when we were very young, when we were basically children. And I'm going to upload another video today on the twin flame glimpse if you'd like more information about that. But essentially, this is when you see, you glimpse, you meet, or you have a touch point with your twin flame at a very young age. Well, when I reconnected with my twin flame later on, I felt very confused because I was very in my ego. Sorry, I feel that someone needs to hear this. I had a comment under one of my videos once, a twin flame video, that was very insightful, and thank you to whoever left this comment because it really manifested this piece of information I'm about to share. And the comment was, is it true that if a man likes you, you'll know, and if he doesn't, you'll be confused, or something along those lines? And this is a very common saying in the dating world, but it doesn't actually apply to twin flames. If there was a twin flame version of this, it would go, if it's your twin flame, your soul will know, and your ego may still be confused, because your soul always knows. Your soul always knows the answer. But sometimes your ego, and that logical, concrete, physical, real-time kind of perception of the world, will not be able to clearly see your connection for what it is and will become confused as a result. And that is often where this seeking for a test, for a clear answer comes from. It's driven by the ego, because our ego wants to put concrete fact to what our soul knows to be true. So what often happens, just again as an example, going back to my story, I had met my twin flame or reconnected with my twin flame, and I came across twin flame information on YouTube, just like you might be through this video. And I contact a certain twin flame teacher that I was following, and I emailed them and asked, is so-and-so my twin flame? And this person just point blank said, no, this isn't your twin flame, and then tried to sell me some kind of a product. And I'm not trying to spread negativity on my channel, so I'm not going to name this person. I'm just telling you to be aware, and I'm sharing this, or I feel guided to share this experience, because I then later had other twin flame teachers, even psychics, confirm to me that this was my twin flame. But this confirmation was given to me when I wasn't seeking it. It was whenever I just felt guided into a conversation with someone from the soul, and this confirmation came naturally. When I was seeking from the ego, I attracted from that ego-based space this person who very clearly misled me or told me, no, don't listen to your own intuition. This isn't your twin flame. I'm telling you this because I feel that one or more of you, maybe just one of you listening, has either had a similar experience or is struggling with getting conflicting information, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you are a twin flame, you could have the experience of going to 10 different twin flame readers from the ego and getting 10 different answers about your connection and just being even more confused. This is all to say why I believe many traditional forms of twin flame tests really aren't what they are chalked up to be. Remember, when the soul knows something but the ego is confused, as long as you are in your ego space predominantly, you will continue to attract experiences, people, and information that continues to confuse you about your connection. Now, there is one more thing I'd like to say before getting into this twin flame test, and that is, for some of you, again, maybe just one of you, I read a comment from one of you who told me that you were very confused because you had asked the universe for a sign as to whether or not a certain person was your twin flame, and you got either an unclear answer or you didn't receive the sign you asked for. So I want you to know, whether it's just that specific person or anyone listening, if you are asking for a sign, you need to know this. If you are truly asking from the soul, from an intuitively guided space, from a clear headspace, you will receive the clear sign that you are looking for. But if you are asking for this sign, either A, from the ego, again in that logical thinking, pushing mind, or if you aren't meant to know this information, you won't receive the sign you're looking for. And this doesn't necessarily mean that this person isn't your twin flame. Just like I told you earlier, this path is divinely protected, so psychics and tarot readers at times may not know whether this person is your twin flame or not, because this information is being divinely hidden from them, because your higher self may know that you are supposed to discover, uncover, and come to understand this information on your own, and that as a result of doing so, you are going to experience massive soul growth and evolution that is necessary in order to reconnect fully physically with your twin flame. If having this information or getting this answer or getting this sign would somehow prevent you and your twin flame from connecting in the physical, you will be divinely protected against getting these answers at that time. So the key here is to fully trust your guidance, fully trust that this is truly a path that you're being guided along in a very specific way, and that you aren't meant to know everything at once at one time. Now, with all of this being said, it seems paradoxical that I'm going to share with you a very powerful twin flame test which, in my opinion, is one of the only litmus tests for a twin flame. At the very least, this test will weed out non-twin flames. So I'm not going to say that this test 100% will instantaneously verify who your twin flame is. What it will do is eliminate potential non-twin flame partners. So nearly every karmic partner, again, not all, but nearly every karmic partner, relationship, non-twin flame relationship, even many romantic soulmates will fail this test instantly. So again, I'm not saying that only twin flames could pass this test, because you could have a very high-level soulmate in your life. So you may still have a little bit of uncertainty on your path, but at the very least, this will help you determine instantly whether this person is a lower level soulmate or a karmic partner. You will be able to kind of weed out these kinds of connections. So the test is this. First, you need to not do this test when you are in your ego, in your thinking mind, when you are overthinking, overanalyzing, or when your ego is inflared in some way. So what do I mean by inflared? I mean, if you're feeling resentful, desperate, angry, very confused, all of these negative emotions will actually block you from accessing the answer within this test. Now, what I want you to do, if you feel generally in this clear, soul-guided, intuitive headspace, is I want you to meditate. So close your eyes, deepen your breathing, and turn your attention within. Clear your mind of all thought. I mean every thought about the external world, your worries, your concerns, your to-do lists in your brain. Empty out all of these thoughts until your head and your energy feel very clear. Personally, I use a clearing subliminal from my website every single time that I do this, and in fact every single morning, to just clear and ground my energy and better access my intuition. Now what I want you to do is begin to envision your twin flame. This is the first part of the test. As you envision your twin flame, I want you to ask yourself, when I feel in this very calm, clear, stable headspace, do I feel my twin flame in my heart space with me? You can even put your hand over your heart to truly connect with that heart chakra energy and ask yourself, do I feel this person energetically connecting with me through this heart space? You will instinctively feel yourself answering that. Listen to your first gut response, your first gut answer. That is your intuition telling you. Now again, there are some high-level soulmates you can deeply connect to through the heart center. That's why this is just the first part of the test. The second part of the test is I want you to imagine yourself now in your most brilliant, beautiful, dreamlike version of your life. I'm talking, you have all the money you could ever desire, all the abundance you could desire, all the connection, the friends, the confidence. You look exactly as you desire to look. You're living in your dream location, your dream house, whatever it may be. Your life is designed to order. And as a side note, this vision you're getting right now not only exists, but that is the life you were destined to live. So don't think this is just a fantasy. That was just a side note. But as you think of all of this in your mind, now I want you to put your twin flame inside that vision with you. Did that feel right to you? Did that feel like they belonged there with you in this beautiful, brilliant, perfect, dreamlike life? Did it feel like you wanted this person there with you every step of the way? If not, this person is probably a karmic connection, because what you are doing is projecting yourself forward into the most healed, magnetic version of yourself, rather. And in this state, this is when twin flames are the most magnetic for each other in their clear, hold, happy, strong state. because twin flames spur each other on to limitless growth. So if you can't see this person in that ideal dream life with you, you can be sure that this is not your twin flame. Now, the third and final part of this test is I want you to think back, project your consciousness, so to speak, back into the past, through every phase of your life, through being a child, growing up. Do you genuinely, through your heart center, feel as though you were connecting deeply, energetically with this person every step of the way? That this person has always been with you in some energetic sense, that you've always connected, and that after you met them, if you've met them yet, that was a breaking point in your life. It was the moment at which everything seemed to fall perfectly into place. Everything about your childhood that never made sense suddenly made sense, and you feel as though everything was building up to this moment. Now notice, I'm not saying that you instantly reunited or that your relationship is perfect. You may even be in separation. You may not be in a 3D physical relationship at all. But in your heart and soul, do you truly feel as though you have always been energetically heart-centered, connecting with this other being? If all three parts to this test check out, again, I have to re-emphasize, this is not an 100%, this is absolutely your twin flame, because at the end of the day, the true test, the only true test, is your own soul's intuition. The answer will always and only be within you when it comes to everything, but especially to the twin flame connection. However, this is a very good indicator. If this person passed all of these tests, it would be very difficult for any kind of karmic partner, even most high-level soulmates, to pass this. So if you truly answered honestly with yourself to all of these parts of the test and truly feel this way on a soul level about this person, this is a very strong indicator that this is your true twin flame. I hope this video helped to eliminate, or at least to soothe, some of your doubts. For anyone out there listening who needed that little extra confirmation, because so often we do already know the answer when we find videos or information like this. We are just looking for someone to confirm aloud in words what we are feeling within. If I did resonate with you, please subscribe to this channel, join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next podcast.